It's a problem that unless business wakes up and says it's our problem too, we are going to be found wanting. So there's 55 million of us. Only 30% of these households have both parents. Therefore, only 30% have a father figure who sits around the table, who can then have a conversation about how your day was. That leaves 9 million young people that don't have a clue who their father is. Therefore, how do you begin to have a conversation around values? When you look at the 7% of the EFF membership, it's actually young African professionals that we have pissed off in our companies by putting a concrete ceiling where they work hard, they apply themselves, but they're not going anywhere fast. So now they say, better we hitch our wagon to a more radical party that can politically address this issue. So this notion of business as a broader good, it's what we did when we ran companies like Otis in 1996, a listed entity, and we had labor on our board because it was enlightened self-interest. It was manifestly in our interest that they understand the difference between income and cash. Otherwise, they would ask you for more increase than you can afford. It is the same notion that allowed us to have female African lift mechanics, even though the building managers did not want them. But we said, it's either that or we're happy not to have your contract. It's the same broader good that if you run a company that wants to expand in the rest of the continent, and Saudi Arabia says, we are uncomfortable dealing with women, and you say, that's precisely what we will only send you, so that we can change society. Not just to comply, but to be able to be a force for good. So for me, a role greater for business is saying, yes, we are challenged politically. Yes, we have a lot of young people that have a tenuous future at best. How can we empower them in such a way that we upskill them for leadership of the 21st century? Not to look for jobs, but to be mobile workers that embrace digital tools, that can see around corners and always ask, so what is next? So that they can prepare themselves for the uncertainty and ambiguity which is the only constant in business today.